and welcome. Let's just get the guys coming in. Hi everyone, let's just give a minute or two for the rest of the guys just to come right in. Let me know if you're all good. Just show me a thumbs up or with your reactions.
This is Isi. I'm here, but I have problems turning on my video, so you can't see me. Sorry about that.
Okay, no worries. Let's just wait for a number more guys coming in. So let's just give everyone just half a minute more to come right in. Okay, so we are just going to get started. Just show me a thumbs up if you're good. Everyone good? Just show me a thumbs up. Nice. You can hear me loud and clear. Okay. Okay, welcome everyone. Just let me get my share screen up. Okay, warm welcome everyone. This is Eugene, and on behalf of World Coaches Academy, welcome back. This is the second edition of our webinar. It's good to have everyone back here. The primary purpose of this is, I think this was made for Singapore-based group fitness instructors, but I think there are quite a number of guys from the rest of the world. So I know there are South Africans, there is India, there is Mongolia, and probably more from countries around us. So welcome. So very quickly today, we're just going to work towards addressing the industry specifically for group fitness instructors. And what I want us to just have in mind is this can obviously benefit more than just group instructors. It can benefit sports coaches as well and even personal trainers. But for this evening, we're just going to look at trying to cater to this particular group of guys. Now, hang on, I'm just having a little problem with the slides. Okay, so the first thing for us is we always, as we usually do, work towards trying to getting our mindset right. So the first question I'd like to ask everyone would be, are you basically still in denial at this stage of time, or are we ready to get going? Quick things we might want to look at very quickly is, sorry, I might be just struggling with, okay. Give me a second. Yeah, so I'm just going to toggle. So the mindset of things we want us to look at would be, right now, the things we want to keep would be having an open mind and staying positive. always keep reminding that it's really important to keep learning and just never stop learning. And one of the things we just want to grasp on firmly would be actually taking action during these times. So, I see a lot of trainers right now. I see a lot of trainers right now not knowing what to do, and it's really important to take control of your life by taking action. Now, things you want to get rid of would be actually stop even wondering when the payouts are going to be. I know in Singapore we have payouts, but it's going to take some time, and time is really important. The first thing I need you guys to establish would be to actually look at asking yourself what your unique selling point is at this point of time. So ask yourself this, is there something you can actually offer to everyone else right now? So it could possibly be from an online provision of programs, a variety of programs, or even alternatives. So that's what you want to try to be considering when um, looking at your unique selling point itself. Now, how do you actually move around to establish your clientele? If you were teaching Zumba, piloxing, bootcamp, even some of you are water-based aerobic instructors, that actually is your ready clientele. So the question you want to ask would be, who were you already reaching out previously? It could be both male or female or both. You want to identify the age group, and you also want to try and understand a bit of their work background. So are they corporate executives, or are they from a particular uh, corporate background itself? Now, the next question, very important, would be how would you actually reach out to them? So if you already have a database on your phone, obviously that's going to be much easier. However, if you don't have them, for example, some of you who are working with them through health promotion board, how can you actually reach out to them? That's something really crucial, which we need to try to work towards too. Okay, so the preparation of putting yourself in the market is really important. You need to craft yourself a defining statement to put yourself up where it would actually attract attention. So I've given some examples, very clear examples of how you could position yourself in the market. So the first one would be, I would be someone who would help a 30 or 40-year-old women keeping fit and healthy with affordable group exercise programs online. That's an example, or you could even go about telling people that you work with corporate executives in their 40s, and that helps you identify the particular age group, and you want to help them feel energized and keep fit 3 times a week on an online group fitness program. So these are two examples of how you would identify with your clients who are on social media right now. Now, I've included two very unique situations, particularly catered towards our current situation. So you might also want to reach out to work from home parents. You want to help them stay flexible, and you know how the kids are driving them insane right now. So you might want to attract them with a daily online 30-minute bootcamp program during this COVID period. So it really addresses their needs. Now, the last one I've given as well is you are actually addressing those who are stuck in quarantine. So if you are in South Africa right now, or you are in India, you want to reach out to these guys. So you may want to tell them that you have a program within the next 3 weeks. You can help establish changes within their regime, or help improve or work towards some transformation program itself. Okay, so it's really important to establish this. So the basic rules of identifying and stating your proposition would be keep the word simple, be clear, don't overkill, and basically just be human. So keep it short and sweet. Okay. Now, this is the thing which it's going to help you make a difference. Everyone feels that marketing always involves payment, so there is a way around that. So let's just get to it. First, you need to start to build your network or obtain leads. So everyone today is going to be online because everyone's stuck at home. So it's very crucial to understand that you first need to put a quick tip daily on your Facebook personal accounts. So I'm going to mention, I'm going to be specific with this. It's not your page, not your business page, but your personal accounts. So put a tip on exercise, fitness, health, or anything related to the work you are working within, and end it with an open-ended question. Okay, so come back an hour later or a couple hours later and look at who has actually liked your post or might even have commented. So what you need to do is you need to reply to that post as well as personally drop that person a Facebook message, and it could be as simple as, hey, hello, hi John, so how are you doing? So you need to establish that. And what else I would like you to work towards too is, once you've done that, you need to work with connecting with a minimum of 25 people to 30 people daily. So I'll repeat that again. It's 25 to 30 people daily. And if you can't get the number of people on your post, you might want to go to your friend's post and start connecting with them and drop them a message on Facebook Messenger itself. So now the interesting thing about this is what we are trying to do is to work within the algorithms of Facebook and help these people be your network to build your feeds. Now, this is something you need to do daily. After this webinar, the majority of you will fail to do this, and it's something you need to get going in order to help you start getting your Facebook active and getting your advertisements without payment out there. Now, once you've built your post, the post depends. So on some days, you might want to, apart from putting a tip, you might want to launch whatever program you have in mind. So every 2 to 3 days a week, I might put a post that says, I'm launching an online group exercise program for corporate executives, 35 to 50-year-olds, and that will help them keep you fit, strong, and full of energy during this COVID period. If you want in, just comment, and that's how you draw them in. Okay? So that's addressing your program. But as you are doing all this, on the back end, you need to start working to create your program. So you need to ask, what is the current offer you're going to be offering? So is it piloting? Is it boot camps? Is it whatever means you are trying to offer? You need to have your schedule, when and where. Is it going to be offered every morning at 7? Is it going to be offered daily at 8 o'clock in the evening? So you really need to identify what and who you are actually targeting. Now, you have to identify the cost involved. You might want to charge per week, or you might want to charge per 4 weeks. You also want to determine the frequency. As I mentioned, it could be 3-4 times a week, could be daily, and determine the duration. So I'm not going to talk about the different platforms, but more importantly is for Zoom, if you're using the free account, it's only up to 40 minutes. Okay. Now, included as well, you want to also mention any commitment period. I would prefer and advise you to lock them in for at least 3 to 4 weeks, especially during quarantine. That's really important to make sure that you get that revenue in. Now, in addition itself, look at the payment terms. So in Singapore, we have Pay Now, PayLah, PayPal, transfer, whatever works. It's best that you make that amount clear to them, and so they get payment done before you release more details for your program itself. Okay, so as well on the back end, things you want to be doing concurrently as you are marketing on Facebook itself is to set up a Google form. So when you have a lead that says, yes, I am keen, send them that link so that you can collect their name, email, contact, age, and gender. It's very important because it helps you identify your unique selling point as well. It's also important to keep building an email list because these are part of your long-term plans towards developing your online business. Okay, for logistics, you need a laptop or a tablet or any camera. You might want to have a tripod or have your camera or tablet elevated. For those of you doing group classes, you might need to tape the markings on the ground so that you make sure that you stay within the angle camera. You need to have good lighting, so it can be done at home, or some of you have your own studios that would work best. Work with a microphone, or if you need additional music, you might need to have speakers. So what I'm using right now is Zoom. Once again, I've no affiliations with Zoom or whatsoever. You might want to go with alternate platforms as well. And I have a video which I did previously on how to sign up for a basic Zoom account. You can go check that out later on our YouTube. But otherwise, it's really up to you. Now, once your client comes in, look at client relationship management. So once they're in, you want to, how do you actually get them in? You need to meet their needs. So some of them need group exercise, some of them require personal training. You have to meet their needs. One of the back end psychological issues would be being able to solve your client's problems. So the COVID season is on right now. Studios are closed, classes are canceled, swimming pools are restricted. You need to be able to find access to solve the problems. Now, you also want to value add. So one, it goes back or links back to your Facebook daily tips. Some of you might even want to start your own Facebook group. So I have got 270 of you in our Facebook group. So that's how you might have come to know about this webinar. So that's something you can actually control. Stay connected to those potential clients who might be interested in your services. So it's important to get their emails. So if they don't buy in today, they might buy in tomorrow. I'll carry on from where I started. So it's important to value add, and it's also important to stay connected with them. So if your clients don't buy in today, they may buy in tomorrow. And it's also important to teach them how to utilize technology. So I'll share this with everyone. So this today in Singapore, it's home-based learning. And I realized that the majority of parents in their 30s to 40s do not know how to utilize Zoom. So as a little surprising it may seem, a lot of people actually don't know how to use technology. So teach them how to do so. Now, it's also important to obtain testimonials from your clients. Now, with these real testimonials, you can throw them back into your daily Facebook posts, and it also helps to put trust and helps you to build your community of anyone who's trying to understand a little more about what you do. Okay. So this is the flow of things for what we covered. So it's firstly very important that you need to identify your unique selling point. So everyone's different. Make sure you know how to identify your unique selling point. Then get onto Facebook. And this is something which is going to make or break it. Don't have to invest a lot of money in advertising. You just need to be able to post. And once you get a response, to work up to 25 to 30 people daily, make sure you Facebook message them. And so there is a connection and helps with the Facebook algorithms. Okay, so just let me continue. Give me a second. Okay, thank you guys. So as I mentioned, once you've got the daily hustle with your Facebook, make sure you connect your leads, convert them, choose your payment choice, and always keep them in communication with your customer relationship management, because that's going to go back into your Facebook marketing itself. So it's a cycle. You just have to keep going. And that's how you will be able to capture a unique market who the majority of them are actually online at this very moment. Okay, so it's very important, take action. I'm sorry if there were quite a number of disruptions, but this webinar is going to be up on in the recorded version as well. Let's just keep in touch as well. So this is our movement, get on social media. If you haven't, you can use the hashtags. Hashtags are already paid for by the Singapore government. Okay, you can follow us on World Coaches Academy, or you can even follow and tag me whatsoever on Facebook and Instagram. I have got a Facebook inner circle for World Coaches Academy. Try to get on that, and we have got information that's going to help you throughout this period as well. And remember to just build a network and connect, support, and collaborate. I will be working towards more regular webinars that's going to address the different groups. So today is for the GFIs. I'm looking at one for the personal trainers as well as sport coaches and possibly even facility owners itself. Okay. So thank you very much. I hope you have had some ideas. I'm happy to take questions back on Facebook as well on the Facebook group. I'll see you on that end. Let me know what's required. And otherwise, let's stay in touch. Thank you very much this evening, guys. Catch you on the different platforms and have a good evening. Cheers. And good night.